Let's take a look at oil. We haven't talked much about that, but oil near a 17-month low. Come in, John Hofmeister, former Shell Oil president and Citizens for Affordable Energy CEO. John, every time I look at the oil price, it's gone down even further. I mean, where does it go from here? How low does it go, as they say?
Well, I said a few weeks ago that it could actually get into the 40s, and here we are in the 40s.
Right.
But it's getting to a scary point now, Ashley, where I think 44, 45, we'll see phased slowdown in drilling. If we get below 40, we'll see rapid stopping of drilling because the companies simply can't afford it. The business model doesn't work in the 30s. It barely works in the 40s. And so it really needs 50s and 60s to be viable, at least in the U.S. oil shale fields. So I think we're getting close to the bottom, and I hope for the sake of both consumers and the industry that we are at the bottom.
Well, consumers love it, though, John, let's be honest, because of cheap gas prices, right?
But they will get the reverse impact months from now when they get a spike. So suddenly 25 cents a gallon spike, and the consumers say, whoa, what happened? Where'd the cheap oil go? And then they blame the oil companies, not themselves. They blame the oil companies.
I understand that, but aren't we swimming in the stuff right now that if we do start to slow down production, OPEC by over a million barrels per day next month, we understand. But the shock of that, there won't be a spike because we have so much in reserve that will kind of offset it a little bit.
There's a particularly large amount because we counted on the Iranian sanctions to take several million barrels off the market, and that didn't happen. So, yes, we have too much oil right now.
I wanted to ask you this on a different subject, John. Well, it's talking about oil, but ConocoPhillips backing an effort to impose a tax on carbon dioxide emissions, a carbon tax. Is this for show? What do you say about that?
Well, in the first instance, I think over the past 3 or 4 years, there's been a growing recognition by the oil and gas industry that a price on carbon makes a lot of sense in terms of the future legitimacy of their business, or we call it license to operate in the industry. It's no different than the automotive companies voluntarily putting additional safety gear on a car to increase the value of the car to the consumer and take care of them from a safety standpoint. Remember, years ago, it used to be a very difficult regulatory argument. Why should we have seatbelts? Or why should we do other things?
Good point. Good
point.
But
now and so the companies realize that by adding to the consumer perception of the value of the product, and a price on carbon actually adds to the perception that the oil companies recognize their impact on climate change or global pollution through CO2. And so by agreeing to price it, it gives them a sense of legitimacy. Whether it happens or how it happens, I'm not sure.
But it also protects them, John. But it also protects them from lawsuits by states who may want to blame them for climate change.
Exactly. It's an insurance mechanism, Ashley.
Very good. John Hofmeister. John, thank you so much. Appreciate your time on this Friday. Thank you very much.
Thank you.